So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. It's been a while, but welcome back. So I took a week off last week before we kind of got into this video, just because we were on like 36, 37 weeks straight of like videos every single week. And I'll update you kind of like where I'm going forward this week, but I took like last week and kind of did like a really hard reset. Worked out like 3 or 4 days last week and didn't really track macros too closely, because starting this week, like I'm really actually going to start to like really build on like an off season. I think that like I'm pretty set like on next year, like competing. Don't hold my word to it, but as of right now, like I really want to work towards like competing again next year. Now that I got like my business is pretty like more stable, I've got a team in place, and you know, I love competing and I really want to get back into like the sport, because it feels like I'm a little bit stagnant right now and I need like something to like kind of work towards, and like I'm getting that itch, like I really do want to start like working towards competing. But to do that, like I'm gonna have to start to like really build like my frame back up, because in all honesty, I'm just like too small to compete at like where I want to. Like kind of a recap from last year is that you know, in the show that I competed in, I was like one spot away from qualifying nationally, which I think that like I don't think I necessarily like want to be like an IFBB pro or anything, but like I think it'd be really cool to like just qualify like in a national spot. I just like doing it, to be honest. Like I just like competing just for like the overall discipline and really pushing myself. So with that being said, like this week, I'm gonna start like recording kind of more of like we're gonna do like a metabolic priming phase. So like this is gonna be basically what my mindset was going into this today, is that like this is gonna be like the start of Metabolic Priming Season 2, Episode 1. I don't know, video week 38 or something. So like this video is gonna be titled Metabolic Priming Season 2, Episode 1, week X, right? Which I don't know, Elliot kind of keeps up with that side of things. But yeah, we're gonna start like building the frame, putting on some size, putting on some strength, and I'm gonna kind of walk you guys through. So where I'm gonna start off with, my calories have just been kind of like everywhere, to be honest. I've been kind of like here, kind of there. But I'm gonna start to tighten up some things as well. And with that, we'll probably, because I've been eating right around 2,400 to 2,700 calories. Last week, I just did a complete reset last week, didn't track a calorie, worked out a couple days this week, because I knew that this week I'm gonna start getting back on track and doing pretty well. So I'm gonna start right off 2,500 calories, and we're gonna start like Metabolic Priming Season 2 today. So goal is to slowly work our way up. I would love to get to 4,000 calories by probably like March, April maybe, and then really get like really lean, because you gotta realize like metabolic priming in general, the reason why it's so beneficial is because every time you do it, you get leaner each time, right? So every single time that you get lean and you go back into it and you build more muscle, build your metabolic rate up, and then cut down again, you look better each time. It's just like a predictable, repeatable process. And so I've done it like a pretty good amount of times, a handful of times, and each time I look better, each time I look leaner, and that's like the never-ending cycle. So that's what we're gonna kind of do. For my calories, 2,500 calories to start off with, 240 protein, I think 200, 225 carb, and then 60 fat, right? I forget right off the top of my head if it was 225 or 250. Whatever equals 2,500, right? Because I want to start at 2,500 calories. And like as we start to go to like, you know, with me in general, like I'll probably like, once we kind of get a little bit up in calories, I might add like a cheat meal through the week or whatever. But like, you know, really my whole goal is just to build size, like to get bigger and get stronger. So like, because every time you get bigger, like you're able to stay leaner at a higher body fat percentage. So that's kind of what we got. We got some shoulders and some arms today. So we're gonna kind of run you through that. But other than that, like let's get back to it. Just another day in the office, guys. Got a couple new guys who joined the program. Like I said, we got our team up and running for my business, and so everyone's doing like absolutely fantastic. And like, we're just gonna kind of build from here. Now that I got a little bit more help, I'm gonna start really focusing on myself and on my fitness goals, because you know, the whole last summer, all I did was like work as much as humanly possible. So I feel like it's time for me to really set some new standards for myself, because, you know, if you have the same goals you did last year, then you're probably still stuck, right? So that's kind of what we got this week. But like I said, quick 45 minute shoulders and arms. I actually don't even need to do triceps, because I did triceps yesterday. But like, I'm gonna start getting like more into a structured lift. Like, I really want to start really strength building and getting like more volume within my workouts, and really just hammering the workouts as hard as humanly possible, because now's the fun time where it's like fall season. Put some hoodies on, put some like oversized tees on, and just build as much mass as humanly possible. So let's have some fun. Spooky season's upon us. So I'm probably gonna warm up right here, then do something over the head. I definitely want to bring out my shoulders. Shoulders is definitely something I need to personally bring out. Shoulders and arms. So I'm gonna try to I really need to try to make sure to focus on doing like biceps and triceps at least twice a week. And it's not just for shits and giggles. Like, that's actually something like the judges said last year, is that I need to bring out my shoulders and arms. I got a pretty strong chest, you know, just genetically. Back, I could use some density, but shoulders and arms are definitely like a really big focus. So that's gonna be like me just adding more volume of shoulders and arms. And it's not just volume like per lift, it's per week, right? It's just like me like splitting it up, making sure I'm getting at least 2 shoulders and arm days. So let's kind of talk about like my strategies outside of the gym. Food, like I said, 2,500 calories. Focus, chest, shoulders, arms. 10K steps a day. A gallon of water a day. Let's see, what else? Sleep. That's something that I still struggle with, is sleep, but that's definitely something that I need to focus on as well. But those are the main factors. I really want to try to do, I've been running a little bit, but I want to try to mitigate that as least as possible. I might get out and like run just for like fun. But like that run will be like within those 10K steps range. But like, I'm glad, like, one is I spent like a majority of my summer like increasing cardio, getting like I got pretty damn lean this summer. I didn't get like shredded, but I got pretty dang lean. But now I'm like kind of chilling out. Like, I'm excited to eat more food, because who doesn't like eating more food? And like you'll find, like, as you go through these like these phases where like you're building muscle, you're getting lean, you start to like find little things about both of them you like. Because here's the thing, what people don't realize is that like a cut isn't meant to be sustainable. It's not meant to be sustainable. And what I mean by that is the purpose of a cut is to lose body fat, right? You get lean and delete body fat and get to a leaner body fat percentage. A cut is not meant to be sustained. So like, you lose body fat, get to a leaner body fat percentage, get low in calories, and then you slowly bring yourself out of that deficit. You're not meant to stay there. A lot of people have the misconception that, you know, a cut is meant to be sustainable, like you're meant to sustain yourself at a low calorie amount. A cut, the purpose of it is to lose body fat, and then you reverse back, get yourself out of that deficit without gaining body fat back. That's the purpose of it. So, huge misconception.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you.
So with that like being said, like, we're trying to focus on a little bit more arms this off season. One thing you can do is that like it does make a small difference, but like making sure to like get a really hard arm set early in your workout when like I have the most amount of energy and the most amount of availability to put the most amount of output. So like maybe like mixing in like an arm set like on like early in my workout, I think like beneficial as well, just so I can like put some energy into like getting like a good like arm pump. Is like because I don't really like I don't like free weight over the head. It kind of makes my shoulder hurt just because I have bad shoulders, but like this is like perfect. This is like perfect. All right. Perfect. Okay. All right. So I'm right at 210-ish. 210. Right after 2 vacations. Not tracking for a week. Not working out. Let me put this back in there. Okay, cool. Honestly, not too bad. I feel pretty good. I know I always say that in like every video. And then I look at it and I'm like, ew. But yeah, no, I feel pretty good. It was good to take like a nice little break. I'm still like, I knew that I needed to like update like what I was currently doing because I just wasn't feeling like any motivation. But like it's good training with food again. Like it's not like I was like under eating on food. It's just like there's a difference between being like full and then like just like kind of staying lean. But yeah, like I said before, you're not really supposed to stay lean. That's not what I mean by that is like you're not supposed to stay in a cut. Like you can stay lean, but you're really not supposed to like stay in a cut for long. Hell yeah. I mean, there's a reason why statistically 80%, I think the actual stat is that only 30% of people who lose a significant amount of weight keep the weight off. 30% of people who get lean and lose weight actually keep it off for good. And even a shorter amount of those people keep it off after 3 years. Right? So think about that. Like, even if that number is just like 20%, statistically only 20% of people actually keep the weight off for good, right? So if you're watching this right now and you're wondering why you keep rebounding back and never actually making a significant change, that should be an eye-opener to you. That like literally 30% of the people who lose the weight never keep it off, and even a little shorter amount of those people keep it off after 3 years, right? And so, you know, really it is just lack of education on how to stay lean. And, you know, that's where people go wrong, and people think that, like, oh, I did it last year, I got lean last year. Well, like, if you did it last year, but you're not lean right now, like, what happened? You know, like, people would rather spend their money on, you know, supplements here and there, and like kind of these other things that like they think are going to help get them lean, rather than just spend their money on education how to stay lean, right? And then people will look back and like say like, oh, the last 2 years I've spent thousands of dollars on supplements at the local supplement store because the guy at the store told you that this would get you lean, and rather than just paying, you know, somebody for the actual education how to get there without all that, right? That's where people go wrong, and that's why literally 70% of people gain the weight back, right? And never actually keep it off for good. But, you know, good for me, because selfishly speaking, that's more people that I get to teach the right way to do it. Luckily, with the food industry going nowadays, like, I'm never going to go out of a job because you people are too dumb to invest in yourself, and the food industry just keeps you guys stuck. You can leave that in the video. I don't care, because that's like the truth about it. Is like people like think they can do it themselves. And how long have you been thinking that? I bet you thought that last year when you said, this is the year I'm going to get lean and stay lean. And then the year before that, you're like, dude, this one's going to be the one. You know, I'm going to bulk up, I'm going to cut, and this time I'm going to stay lean. And the year before that, it's like, dude, this one's going to be the one. Yeah, so rather than just saying, like, hey, Adam, like, get me lean, teach me how, give me how to stay there, and I'll do it in 6 months. But anyways, it's my little rant for the day. I think I should probably take some photos right here. Oh, it's mass season. Should we break out the all-you-can-eat sushi on Fridays again? But anyways, that's the end of today's video. Like I said, well, I'll keep you guys updated with how this series is going. Like I said, we're just going to take it nice and slow. We're going to put on some size. Not really too worried about staying lean, more just staying, like, putting on as much size as possible. I'd rather get be a little bit more aggressive, putting on a little bit more size rather than stay conservative. Because like the goal is to compete next year. So just want to be able to look good on stage again. So I'm excited. Anyway,
Yeah, the latest what you got. You've been